Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is identifying functions, not a function, but identifying functions. Okay, so we're going to look at three different types of examples that you can look at to see if a equation is a function or not. Okay, so first off, let's start off with graphs. So let's say I have an equation that gives me a line, and I plot the equation just like I showed you guys last week how to plot the equation. All right, let's say it gives me a line like this. Okay. I would do something called a vertical line test. Okay, vertical line test. Now, the vertical line test tells me that if I put a vertical line anywhere on my equation, then it would be a function if it only touches one spot. So if I do a vertical line here, it touches one spot, right? Vertical line here, one spot. Vertical line here, it touches one spot. Vertical line here, one spot. So this is a function. So the vertical line test, if I do a vertical line anywhere on my equation, then it will give me a function. All right, so let's show you an example that would not work. So let's see here. Let's give you another equation. If I plotted a point or equation with the points that ended up with a line like this, let's say like this. Okay, that's a line. It's not a straight line, but it's a line. And that was my plotted points. If I did a vertical line test here, it would hit 2 points. So this would not be a function. Not a function. So if it hits more than one spot, when you put a vertical line through it, then it is not a function. Okay? Now, let's give you another example. What happens if I have a straight vertical line? Okay? Let's just say a vertical line going through here. This is my vertical line. It's not straight, but it's supposed to be straight, of course. Let's say this is the equation. If I do a vertical line test on it, it'll land right there on top of the line, right? So this would obviously not be a function because the whole line is touching. You can only touch at one point. All right, with that being said, if I have a chart like this will, of course, would be my x's, this would be my y. You can also call it domain and range, right? Or input, output. Okay, so here are my x's. On the chart that I had, you could see obviously, let me go back real quick. You can see obviously that the x value had multiple y values. So anytime the x value has multiple y values, it is not a function. So let's check our x's. This one has one value. This one has one value. This one has one value. Now notice they're the same, but that doesn't matter. The x has one value. X has one value. X has one. All right, let's put it here. This is a function. We're done with this one. This one has one value. This one has one value. This one has one. Whoa, wait a minute. Look at 0. 0 has two values going there. 0 has -1 and 0. So this one is not a function. Not a function. Okay, you can do the same thing here. You can make your domain -2, right? 3 and 1, or in 0, I'm sorry. Your range would be 3, -2, 3, and -2. Okay, notice all of these numbers are different, so they're obviously going to be a function here. This would be a function. All of these numbers are different. I don't have my x more than once. So this is yes. Now notice here I do have an x more than once. All right, I have the same x more than once. So this would be no. And I'll just show you. 3 would go to -2 and 1 because there's 1 there, -2 there. So 3 would go to both of those. If it goes to two values on the y, if x goes to two different y values, it is not a function.